Good evening, guys. Hope you all are all enjoying your weekend. Um, Popping in to discuss a few things. So, one of my lists is the hurricane in Jamaica and the rebuilding process and some of the upset tourists. Um, I understand some were being rude to the staffers, but I also understand some of the situations that's going on with the tourists as well. Um, they're stuck, a lot of them, and the airports weren't open and flights weren't going out. Only emergency relief flights were coming in. Some were being kind of rude there. I did see like a uh, not sure what country they were from, but they were black. I don't know if they're black Americans, black Caribbean, sound American. Were cussing out a staff. I mean, cussing out a staffer today, and I understand being upset, not being able to get out. I understand the prime minister. I'm sure he's under a lot of pressure, trying to be at the airport, meeting the people that are there to provide relief. Uh, Going around all parts of the islands, concerned about the dead bodies being found. There's a lot going on. As far as the hotels, just my thinking and leadership and the airports. Now, I understand a lot of the American tourists were told to go to U.S. embassy. Then they had to pay like a driver. Some are being charged like excessive amounts. Some don't have money because you got to remember Wi-Fi, internet, uh, no data, no phone service where they are. Don't have cash on them. Some probably rely mostly on credit cards and so forth. So a lot of things are down. So not able to use that. So I hear that some drivers were charging $400 cash, I think in US dollars. And then I hear that when some of them were able to get a ride to the US Embassy, this is what I'm hearing. The US Embassy is telling them that they can't help them. But it's not only US tourists being affected, UK, Canadian, and all of that. So in my head, just my head, I know that the leadership in that country has a lot going on. But the other countries that know that they have tourists there, like US, Canada, UK, why don't you get together and send a plane out for your people and get them? They're trying to find flights out. They can't, some of them are on medication. They're running out of medication. They're older people. They're being told to use WhatsApp. Some of the older people don't use that. As far as that, I think the other countries should step in to get their citizens, because the Jamaican government, they got a lot going on. People missing, infrastructure is down. They can't get to certain people. Lots going on, and maybe the hotels, I know that you all went through, some may not have a hotel anymore, but the ones that are still standing and have leadership, uh, try to get a shuttle or talk to the Jamaican government if there's any vehicles to be used if they're not destroyed. But I understand both sides, but being rude to the staffers and stuff will not get your way. um, Trying to help yourself and help others is the best way to do it. Because as you know, living in America, sometimes we are a little bit privileged and have a lot of means that other countries may not. And you have to be understanding in a national disaster, No one controls the weather, and terrible things do happen everywhere you go. So that's my thoughts on that. So hopefully that works itself out real soon. And I am sure Jamaica will rebuild again. It will take time. So a lot of prayers, and I hope the tourists get home. But mind your manners and don't be rude and pray, and God will get you where you need to go. Anyway, moving on to that. The shutdown is still going on here in America. Federal workers are still out of work. I hear no resolution coming from the government. I think the speaker have not called people back to work on this problem. The Republicans don't seem to have a replacement for Obamacare, Affordable Care. They don't have a replacement for it. They don't like it. People premiums are about to go up because I don't hear of any resolution. SNAP, food stamp, I do believe is going to be stopped for November. What's today? It should have stopped. What's today? The second? I think it was November 1st. There's lots going on. So, you wonder if the people in the government really care about their American people, but right now they're giving the impression that they don't. And the only excuse I hear is the Democrats' fault. Everything's the Democrat fault. But that's, as Americans, as people here living here, we don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. The government shut down, and we think y'all need to get back to work and resolve it like grown-ups. That's what we think. So get to it. There are people out there that need to eat, need a paycheck, need to work, and you guys are getting paid. You guys are getting paid, and these people are not. So let's get the country back to work. And I don't think our president and Congress are gaining any fans from this. If anything, they're being despised right now. A lot of disgruntled American out there. And it's on both sides. It's not just Democrats. I hear Republican people who voted for Trump not happy with you either. What else is going on, guys? So much. Not much resolution. Oh, and I hear, Prince Andrew, sorry, his title has been taken in over there in England, UK, got his title taken away. There's this whole connection with Epstein, and this Epstein file, gosh, it just release the darn file and get over with it, and let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. They say the truth will set you free. But for some, the truth will get them in trouble because they've been hiding and lying for so long. It's discouraging to see government and leadership being run that way. You would think they could run a little bit smoother. Oh well, guys, lots going on, and just keep praying and give others grace, And I hear online that the Black Americans are arguing with the Jamaicans are arguing with the Black Americans, but guys, just stop it. Just stop it. A national disaster, a hurricane is not easy to deal with, and emotion runs high. And I understand when people get upset because they lost their home, they lost everything. And they call Jamaicans poor. No, Jamaicans are not poor. There's two class. I don't think they have a middle class in Jamaica. I just think you had to You're doing very well or you're not doing very well. But even the people who live in shacks and poor, they don't consider themselves poor. Those people probably can survive better than some of the people who are very privileged. The people in the country, they could survive because they already have so little. They know how to cook. I saw this fishing man cooking out. You know how to steal like hubcap off a car. He was cooking for his whole community. Like it looked like coal in it, and there was fire going, and everybody was bringing food and pumpkin, and he did a whole big pot of soup for the community. So if people unite, you could do so much more than arguing. Help each other. Think. Instead of cussing out the staffers and all of that, maybe if you try being a little bit nice, you can get farther with being nice than being nasty. You know, try that. Anyway, I gotta go. You all have a good week and hang in there. Keep praying.